Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to have a crack at repainting and refurbishing my AU Falcon rear brake calipers. Here I'm using a couple of old milk cartons to cut the top out of and put my brake calipers in for cleaning. I'm adding 1 litre of water to my parts cleaning container. Now I'm adding 1 litre of cleaning vinegar to the same container. So the ratio I chose to use was a 50-50 mix, 1 litre of water and 1 litre of cleaning vinegar. I will leave the brake caliper bracket in the solution for a couple of hours and come back and see how it's going. One slide pin works and the other one doesn't. I set the camera to time lapse and you can see the cleaning action working here. After about an hour I did pull them out and then give them a rub over with the old toothbrush to give them a clean. Then I'll let them soak again for another hour or so. I remove the brackets from the solution and then hose them off. After having a test run with the caliper brackets, that worked really well, so I decided to put the whole body of the caliper into the cleaning solution. Here you can see another rub over with the old toothbrush, brings them up quite nicely. After about 2 hours I took them out of solution and gave them a hose off with clean water. Then I decided to use some Bowden's Wheelie Clean to remove any iron trace elements on the aluminium caliper itself. One of my mates offered to bead blast the calipers for me, and as you can see they came out really well. After masking up all the machine-based surfaces, I applied 1 coat of epoxy primer. After waiting the recommended drying time, I applied my first coat of black base coat. Applying a second coat of base coat. Applying the first coat of clear. applying the second coat of clear. Finished product, which was 1 coat of epoxy primer, 2 coats of black base coat and 2 coats of clear. I let them dry for a week and now I'm ready to put them all back together. During the painting process I left all the pistons in the calipers with all the seals intact. Now I'm reinserting the brake bleed nipple so I can pressurise the caliper with air, which will force out the piston. I pop 1 used brake pad in with a piece of rag to stop the piston shooting across the room. First attempt with the air gun, it leaked too much, so I decided a quick remedy was to wrap some electrical tape around the nozzle, which should seal off the air gap, and that's what it did. Insert the nozzle, pull the trigger, apply the air, and you can watch the piston slowly come out. Take a clean cloth and clean out the piston bore for any remaining grease and brake fluid. I also use some brake clean to clean it as well. I used a small flat blade screwdriver to remove the inner seal. I used rubber grease to apply to the new seal before it went in. As you can see here, I didn't apply any rubber grease to my seal or brand new piston that I used. I put the boot straight on, pulled it right down to the lower section of the piston, so the end of the rubber boot hung off the bottom of the piston. I tried one with rubber grease and the other one without rubber grease. I found the easiest way to do it is don't apply any rubber grease at this stage of the install. As you can see, the boot hangs down nice and low, ready to insert into the body of the caliper. So I've pulled the boot almost to the end of the piston. Now insert it into the caliper body where the groove is. Insert the dust cover rubber boot into the groove into the body of the caliper. Line up the piston, and you can see pushing 2 fingers together, the piston slides straight in. And the top of the rubber boot goes into the groove into the piston all in one go. There's many ways to do it, but I found this way works best for me. Now we'll test it by putting a brake pad and a rag in there. Then we'll apply the same air gun as before and watch the piston slide in and out. Make sure you move your thumb out of the way so it's not lined up with the piston when it shoots out of the caliper and hits the brake pad, otherwise you get a squashed thumb. Apply a small amount of air pressure to the caliper and watch the piston come out. Check all the way around that the boot's fully sealed in all directions, push it back in. You can do that a couple of times to double check it's all working fine. Clean off any remaining grease with a clean cloth, and now we're ready for the next step of doing the slide pins. All the slide pins have been cleaned up, ready for reinstallation. Make sure you clean out the holes in the caliper body brackets. For this I use brake clean and cotton cloths. Now I'm applying some Bendix grease to the slide pins. Make sure you don't get it on the end of the slide pin, only on the round cylindrical surface. As you can see, I wiped a piece off with my thumb. When you insert the slide pin, make sure it slides freely in the caliper bracket. Push the slide pin all the way in so the lip on the rubber dust cover goes over the machine groove in the caliper bracket. Same process as the first one. Apply the grease, insert it and check it, and check the pin slides in and out smoothly. Now I reassemble the caliper body to the caliper bracket, ready for installation into the vehicle. Don't forget the dust cover on the brake bleed nipple. I also applied a bit of tape over the exposed hole where the brake line goes into. Now it's ready to install it in the car.